Well, good afternoon. I'm Greg Cox, a member of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, and I'm really honored to be the supervisor that represents this very special ground. The San Diego County Administration Center was actually built in 1938, and originally when it was built, if you look up in the building there, it was actually the San Diego City and County Administration Building, because up until 1964, this was a shared facility between the City of San Diego and the County of San Diego. In 1964, the city developed their, at that time, their new Civic Center at the Community Concourse, 202 C Street. And after they moved out, the county came in and bought out their residual interest. So I'm very proud to say that my office is right over there with the big picture window that looks out on San Diego Bay. It's a gorgeous view. We still call this, we just refer to it now as the San Diego County Administration Center. And if you look at, as I say, the entrances to the building, you can see the history that's reflected when it was a shared facility. When we saw the opportunity to partner with some individuals that have really taken a lot of time and effort to celebrate the 250th anniversary of San Diego, it only made sense that the county could certainly play a role in offering up our building as a very prominent location for a banner that would help us all celebrate the fact that the city of San Diego was in essence established with the San Diego Mission de Alcala in 1769. Some of us that have been around for a while can remember the 200th anniversary in 1969. So it's probably only appropriate that we take the opportunity to celebrate the 250th anniversary in a meaningful way. As I mentioned, we've got a lot of partners that have been a part of this celebration. Certainly the San Diego Tourism Authority has been a part of that, the San Diego History Center, some individuals like Ray Carpenter who stepped up to the plate in a big way to help defray some of the costs of some of the activities going on. But it is truly a celebration for the region. And for that reason, we wanted to take an opportunity to introduce Ann Hill, who is a local attorney and the philanthropy consultant who serves as the co-founder of San Diego 250 Initiative. And I'm going to ask Ann to come up at this time and say a few words. Ann?
Thank you, Supervisor Cox. As you mentioned, this year we are so proud to be celebrating the 250th year of San Diego. On April 11th, 1769, the first of two Spanish supply ships arrived in San Diego Harbor and unloaded supplies for a settlement, and that transformed our harbor into a port and established San Diego as California's first city and first port. 3 months later, after the two land expeditions had arrived here, the Mission San Diego de Alcala was founded by Father Junipero Serra on Presidio Hill, and a modest presidio was built around it by the group that arrived. These two events marked the beginning of the transformation of our region from a place that had been inhabited by the Kumeyaay for thousands of years to our present community, which is diverse in heritage and culture, enterprise, and educational opportunity. All of us love San Diego, which in just 250 years has become the 8th largest city in the United States. Since we celebrated San Diego's 200th anniversary in 1969, the population of our city has more than doubled, and San Diego County's population has increased by 2 million people in just 50 years. San Diego County is home to the largest concentration of our country's military personnel, the only new construction shipyard on the West Coast, and the world's largest sports fishing fleet. So this year we're bringing San Diego together to celebrate 250 remarkable years as one of America's finest cities. I would like to recognize Ray Carpenter for bringing our San Diego 250 committee together, and to thank the San Diego Unified Port District, Mayor Faulkner, the City of San Diego, the San Diego History Center, the Maritime Museum, and the San Diego Tourism Authority, and all of the individual members, Paul Nestor especially today, all the members of the committee for their commitment to bringing San Diego 250 to life. A very special thank you to Supervisor Greg Cox and his staff for this wonderful banner that we're about to unfurl and for joining our effort. We hope that the legacy of our celebration to our ever-expanding population is an interest in our history of blended cultures and the curiosity to learn more. Thank you very much.
You know, when you talk about history of what is now the United States, I mean, everybody seems to focus on Plymouth Rock in 1620. And, you know, people lose sight of the fact, really, that the first Western or Europeans that came into what is now the United States was actually back in 1542 with Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo. And people also lose sight of the fact that, you know, you talk about the history of California, people talk about San Francisco and the gold rush, they talk about Los Angeles. But really, San Diego was kind of the beginning of the migration of people into what is present-day California. And certainly, we give credit to the Native American population that was here, as Ann pointed out, thousands of years before that. But the bottom line is, really, San Diego is the first city in California, and it's also the first port in San Diego. And over the years, obviously, I think we've demonstrated our creativity and our leadership in so many different ways. It's my pleasure at this time to introduce Joe Terzi, who is the president and CEO of the San Diego Tourism Authority, who have stepped up big time in order to help us celebrate this 250th anniversary. Joe?
Well, thanks, Ann, and thanks, Supervisor Cox, for having me here today. Today, on a glorious San Diego day, I mean, this is an amazing scene standing here. If you just turn around, look at how fortunate we are to be in this great city. And I'm actually looking pretty cool in my sunglasses and my official San Diego 250 hat. So if you would like to buy one, sandiego250.com. Go on the website. There's a lot of great information about what's happening. And we're so proud to have an opportunity to talk about this. As I mentioned, San Diego, we're celebrating and recognizing the Mission San Diego de Alcala was founded by Father Junipero Sierra on July 16th, 1769. And to commemorate this, we will be hosting a ceremony in recognition of the 250th anniversary of the city of San Diego and the beginning of California on Tuesday, July 16th. Beginning at 5 p.m., distinguished guests, elected officials, and Kumeyaay Nation will gather traditional Kumeyaay land at the Juniper Sierra Museum to honor our past and to look forward to our bright future together. Held at the site of the old Spanish Presidio, this event will feature live cultural performances, informational booths, and many food options to represent the traditional roots of San Diego. A formal speaking program culminating in the historic raising of the new Kumeyaay flag alongside America, Mexican, and Spanish flags. The speakers will include John Morrell, San Diego History Center Chair, Councilmember Chris Ward, Port of San Diego Commissioner Rafael Castellanos, California State Assemblyman Todd Gloria, San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulkner, and a representative from the Kumeyaay Nation. We will also have Senate Pro Tem Tony Atkins joining us. So what a long list of distinguished speakers to recognize this very important event. We look forward to continuing the celebration of where California began and hope to see you all there. We'd love to see you 5 o'clock, starting for July 16th at 5 o'clock. Look forward to having you all there, and I want to thank Ray Carpenter, who without Ray's involvement and continued prodding to all of us, this would never happen. So I'm going to turn it back over to Supervisor Cox to announce the unveiling.
Thank you, Joe. Well, you know, this is a very special occasion. I think there's only 2 other times that I can think of that we've had banners in front of the County Administration Center. One was to welcome our troops back home after the Iraqi war, and then I think we also did one, maybe 3 times. We did it once for the San Diego, what used to be the San Diego Chargers, when they were involved in one of the playoffs, and then we also did it for Tony Gwynn. So this doesn't happen very often. When Tony was inducted into the to the Hall of Fame. And so in order to see if this is going to work, and we do hope it's going to work, we're going to need everybody's help, because we've got some people hidden somewhere that are about ready to let us know what to do, but we got to tell them the right time to do it. So we're going to start with a countdown. We'll start at 10 and go down to 1, and by the time we get to 0, hopefully everything will work exactly right, and it'll come floating down, and you'll see the banner. The banner will be up through at least August 15th as we celebrate this 250th anniversary. And again, we thank our partners at the San Diego History Center, certainly the folks that have helped fund this, like Ray Carpenter, Joe Terzi with the San Diego Tourism Authority. It's been a real team effort, and we want to thank all of them for their involvement in making this possible. So as we turn around there, let's start down with 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. See, even the seagulls love it.